Assalamualaikum OyaRahmatullahe OyaBarakatuhu. Welcome to my virtual classroom, MKA CLASSROOM. Now let's start today's video tutorial. Now we will start portfolio return and standard deviation. The return of a portfolio is a weighted average of the returns of the individual assets from which it is formed. Weighted average returns one individual assets. Here we will see W1 is the weight of asset 1, R1 return of asset 1, R2 return of asset 2, W2 weight of asset 2. Then that is the summation of this, that is the portfolio return, where WJ portion of the portfolio's total dollar value represented by asset J. Return of asset R is a return of asset J. So of course you have to remember that all weights together should be 1, that which means 100% of the portfolio's assets. So here as an example which will make us clear. James purchased 100 shares of Walmart at a price 55 per share of his total investment in Walmart is $5,500. He also buys 100 shares of Cisco System at 25 per share, and total investment of Cisco stock is 2,500. So it should be clear that 100 share of Walmart price 5,500. Cisco also purchase Cisco share 100 share with Taka 2,500. So total investment is $8,000 or 8,000 Taka of his total investment. So we will see Walmart has the percentage of 5,500 divided by 8,000, where Cisco percentage has 2,500 divided by 8,000. That should be the percentage. How much percentage? That means how much weight of Walmart and Cisco. So if we calculate by this from our calculator, we will see 5,500 divided by 8,000. That means 68.75%. 68.75% investment in Cisco. That means weight is 0.6875, and rest of is 68.75 is in Walmart, and portion weight should be 0.6875. On the other hand, Cisco 2500 divided by 8000 should be 0.3125 or 31.25% of total investment is in Cisco firm. So in this way we can calculate the weight. So if Walmart has a return, then that return should be multiplied by 0.6875 plus Cisco has a return, that should be multiplied by 0.3125. Then if we the result should be the portfolio return. So in this way we can calculate the portfolio return. In this way we can calculate, and the same way portfolio standard deviation should be calculated as a standard deviation of a single asset. So we use the same formula for calculating a standard deviation of a portfolio and a standard deviation of a single asset, because if we calculate in this way, that is the single return, that means portfolio create on a assets return. That's why the formula should be the same. So here has an example. If we see the example, then it will clear to us. Assume that we wish to determine the expected value and standard deviation of returns for portfolio X and Y created by combining equal portions of 50% of each asset X and asset Y. Forecasted returns of X and Y for each of the next 5 years, 2013 to 17, are given, column 1 and 2. Then you have to calculate the portfolio return and standard deviation. So here is the value of asset A and asset asset X and asset Y. Here is asset X and asset Y's return, and now you have to create portfolio return. So from our information it is said that 50% of is, that means it should be take 50% and it should be take from 50%. So 8%, 50% should be 4, and 16 50% should be 8. So in this way you have to find out the return for 2013 in this same way, 2014 same way, 2015, 16 and 17. So here has the expected portfolio return is 12%, 50%, that means 0.50 into 8% plus 0.50 into 16. So in this way we can get 12% for our portfolio return. Now you have to calculate portfolio standard deviation. So here has no probability, so we will use equal probability formula. So we will add each of them divided by year, that means 5 year. So our also expected return is 12%. Now standard deviation, so we know the formula of a standard deviation of a single asset where has no probability, summation rj minus r bar whole square divided by n minus 1. So we know the formula. So in this we did that formula should be used in here. So 12% minus 12% whole square plus in this way it should be 0. Our standard deviation is 0. Because why it is a 0? Because these two assets are perfectly negative correlated. You see it is that is 8% to 16%, asset with 16% to 8%, that means negatively correlated. For that's why it's has the value of 0, standard deviation 0. That means there is no risk, about to no risk if you create the portfolio. This all about today. Stay home, stay safe. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu.